Flag and emblem. The Soviet Union was born in 1922, while the United States was born in 1776. It was dissolved in 1991, but the USA has not dissolved yet. Age. The Soviet Union's age is 69 years. The USA's age is 246 years. Capital. Moscow for the Soviet Union, and Washington, D.C. for the United States. Area. The Soviet Union covered more than 22 million square kilometers, which was 15% of the world's land area. The United States covered more than 9.8 million, accounting for 6.6% of the world's land area. Population. 286 million people lived in the Soviet Union, covering 5.5% of the world's population. The United States had a population of 253 million, covering 4.7%. Population density. 12.85 people per square kilometer for the Soviet Union, and 25.7 per square kilometer for the US. Nominal GDP. The Soviet Union's GDP was $2.7 trillion, while the United States was $5.9 trillion. GDP per capita. More than $9,400 for the Soviet Union, and more than $23,000 for the United States. HDI. 0.837 for the USSR, and 0.867 for the US. Both are very high. Military comparison. The Soviet Union's nickname was the Red Army, and the United States' nickname is the U.S. Army. Active personnel. 5.5 million for the Soviet Union, and 2.2 million for the United States. Reserve personnel. 4.1 million for the Soviet Union, and 1.5 million for the U.S. Battle tanks. 21,000 for the USSR, and 16,000 for the U.S. Aircraft. More than 7,800 for the Soviet Union, and more than 12,000 for the United States. Warships. 1,053 for the Soviet Union, and below 700 for the United States. Aircraft carriers. 5 for the Soviet Union, and 12 for the United States. Submarines. 289 for the Soviet Union, and 180 for the US. Nuclear weapons. 45,000 for the Soviet Union, and more than 23,000 for the United States. Defense budget. The Soviet Union invested $128 billion, and the United States invested $325 billion. Victory. 62% for the Soviet Union, and 68% for the United States. Defeat. 17% for the Soviet Union, and 14% for the United States. Inconclusive. 21% for the Soviet Union, and 18% for the United States. Top allies. The Soviet Union's top allies were China, East Germany, and Cuba. The United States' top allies were the United Kingdom, West Germany, and Japan. Next, we will see Olympic performance between 1952 and 1988. Number of seasons played. Both played 9 Olympic seasons. Number of medals. The Soviet Union won 1,010 Olympic medals, and the United States won 874. Gold. 395 for the USSR, and 373 for the US. Silver. 319 for the USSR, and 280 for the US. Bronze. 296 for the USSR, and 224 for the US. First place. 6 for the Soviet Union, and 4 for the United States. Second place. 3 for the Soviet Union, and 3 for the United States. Third place. 0 for the Soviet Union, and 2 for the United States. Currency name. Soviet ruble for the Soviet Union, and US dollar for the United States. Government. A single-party Marxist-Leninist state for the Soviet Union, and a federal presidential constitutional republic for the United States. Ethnic group. Russians dominated the Soviet Union, while white people dominated the United States. Oil production. 12 million barrels per day for the Soviet Union, and 8.5 million barrels per day for the US. Gender ratio. 1,000 females per 866 males for the Soviet Union, and 1,000 females per 963 males for the United States. Income source: a mixed economy for the Soviet Union, and weapons trade for the United States. Today, parts of the Soviet Union have disintegrated into 15 countries. The United States is still crawling as one country. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.